Oh man, I've spent 30 grand. I haven't even walked in the front door yet. And I think it's knowing you need to have a mentor to know what you need to be looking for.
Do you think on the rehabbing side, so because we do have a good amount of investors on watching this, that they might be wholesaling, they might be fixing up houses, that kind of thing. Do you have any tips for them, since you guys have been through that process and you have experience and even your background is
Sure. Tips for rehabbers?
Yeah, on the rehab side that you think actionable, because we do like to make sure we have really actionable stuff coming.
Oh yeah, let's do it. For me, when I meet somebody that just got into the business, they always pick it's a $30,000 rehab. I don't know why in our town it's always $30,000. And then what they're trying to say to you is, there's some stuff to do here.
Mm-hmm.
When I pull up and it needs a driveway, a retaining wall, and a roof, and they go, oh man, I've spent 30 grand. I haven't even walked in the front door yet. And I think it's knowing you need to have a mentor to know what you need to be looking for. I said this the other day to the students, that when I walk through a house, I'm not looking at the things I need to rehab. I'm looking at the things I can keep.
Mm-hmm.
Because almost everything's getting rehabbed, right? If it has new siding, in my head, I start subtracting off of a total rehab the things I can keep. If it has hardwoods that they need to be resurfaced, hey, it's only $2 a foot. Shout out to Brad Evans. It's only $2 a foot, right? And you can rehab those floors that are there, but it's something I can keep. Hey, they just did that bathroom, and it was pretty nice. They did it 10 years ago, but it's still up to date. I can keep that, right? So I think everyone's looking at what they have to replace. Well, in these houses that we're talking about, it's almost everything to make it retail ready. Another good piece of advice is, for every lane of highway in front of the house, take off 10% of the retail value. Some people might say, this comp is $280, and my house is right on the main drag with your house is not worth $280 if you're right on the main. You have to look at your comps and then go, mine's a plus or mine's a negative. And I think a lot of people just want to believe whatever the biggest number is, and it's a good way to get out of this business.
Yeah, it's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a big person on, if I'm not 15 minutes early, I'm late. And so I run my comps before I get to the appointment. I'll go look at those comps and see, oh man, that one's on the golf course. Well, obviously it's not a good comp for my house that I'm going to try to buy, or the opposite, right? You have to know your numbers very well to be able to be aggressive enough to buy houses right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people starting off, they kid themselves that they're going to get the highest comp, and they kid themselves that it's going to be the lowest rehab. And I do my business the exact opposite. I'm very conservative on my ARV, and if it goes higher, that was my bonus.
That's great. Yeah.
And I'm reasonable on my rehab.